Greetings, Garrison families, and welcome to our Back to School Night 2024 preview session, which is intended to give you orientation information for the school year and for Back to School Night so that you can spend that evening where you most want to be, which is in your child's classroom. Here's our agenda for this session. We'll share a bit about who we are, the current state of our school, Wildcats 101 orientation information, and the Back to School Night schedule for Thursday, September 12th from 5:30 to 6:30. I'm Principal Kip, and I'm thrilled to be joined this year by our other two school leaders, our returning Assistant Principal AP Harris and our new Operations Manager Elliot Brown. Our school's origins lie in abolition, which is our school's legacy going back to our days as Camp Barker, a freedmen's village you see here, and our namesake, the abolitionist William Lloyd Garrison, and continuing as a through line to our work for equity today in our gentrifying school community. There's a lot to celebrate at school these days, with our Wildcats continuing to make academic growth on last year's various assessments and welcoming new staff and families to our school family this year, and beginning an exciting new partnership with Story of Our Schools, which will culminate in a museum-quality exhibit of Garrison history to be housed here at school about a year from now. Stay tuned for more details on the Story of Our Schools project. Like every school, we continue to face and tackle big challenges, especially this year in eliminating the chronic absenteeism we saw last year, so that every Wildcat can thrive. Our vision is simple to say but audacious in that every Garrison Wildcat feels loved, challenged, and prepared to thrive. In doing so, we strive to build an intentionally diverse, equitable, and inclusive community that knows and loves each other across difference and cares for every Wildcat as for our own. There are a few key priorities that will help us to reach this big, bold vision. The first, fundamentally, is the well-being and sense of connection of every member of our school family, as well as continuing to build the abolitionist community we mentioned. And finally, delivering joyful, rigorous, and personalized teaching and learning every day so that your Wildcat can thrive. All right, time for Wildcats 101. Here are 10 things you need to know. First, about communication, arrival, dismissal, and after school, attendance, school meals, special subjects, student support, family support, school family partnership, emergency preparedness, and finally, various frequently asked questions and who to contact for what. Let's jump in. Communication is literally everything, and we communicate in a number of ways, such as through the bi-weekly email newsletter known as the Garrison Gazette, delivered via the Blackboard platform every other Thursday. If you've accidentally opted out of Blackboard text and or emails, please opt back in. And if you're not able to find that, please contact our MSL, Elliot Brown, to be added. The PTO, or parent-teacher organization, also sends a monthly email. Class newsletters go out at least every other week, usually on Gazette off weeks. We intend to resume and enhance our social media presence at these handles this coming year. And then finally, our school website is wonderful and up to date with what's happening at school, so please bookmark that and visit it frequently. Number 2, arrival, dismissal, and after school. Before care is available from 7 a.m. each morning. You can visit that website there for more information on Coach Cobb's program. If your child arrives for regular dismissal, that is by 8:15 every morning at the pre-K or front doors, depending on your grade level. And dismissal is at either 3:15 or by 6 p.m. if your child is in after school. Those are our after-school providers by grade level, and if you have any after-school related questions or concerns or hope to join the wait list, please contact our after-school coordinator, Raquel Harris, to connect for more information. 3, attendance. Please use the school calendar to schedule your child's doctor's appointments, family travel, vacations, etc. We have a lot of days off and long weekends throughout the year. Please use those so every day school is in session, your child is here. When your child is sick or must be absent for any important reason, please do let us know this by using the attendance form linked here, which we'll share. The link is now fixed. That'll help us to keep our record straight, and we appreciate your support. Almost 20%, or 1 out of every 5 Wildcats, was considered chronically absent last year, meaning they missed at least 10% of the 180 school days, or at least 18 absences for any reason. We must eliminate that chronic absenteeism from Garrison this year, and we need your help to do that so that every Wildcat can thrive. 4, school meals. We are a Title I school, and proudly so, and therefore breakfast, lunch, and an after-school snack are served fresh daily from our kitchen and are free for all students. So we encourage all families to take advantage of our meals program. You can find menus at that website and share dietary needs at that email. Please send your Wildcat every day with a name-labeled water bottle, which they can refill throughout the day. That will not only cut down on plastic waste and trips to the water fountain, but ensure that they stay hydrated and healthy throughout the day. Please do not send your child with any candy, soda, etc., so that we can continue to build healthy eating habits and limit food waste so that all can thrive. 5, our special subjects, art, music, library, and PE, are taught daily at least once a week. Our specials team is wonderful and all return this year. You'll have a chance to meet them on back to school night and look for updates in class newsletters about what's happening in your child's specials classes. 6, student social, emotional, and behavior support. We have a wonderful wellness team that provides wraparound support for children needing a little extra boost to ensure their social emotional well-being. That includes our dean, Mr. Wynn, our behavior tech, Ms. Jones, our social worker, Ms. Anthony, and we're excited to welcome our new school psychologist, Dr. Donna Gardner, this year. They provide behavior support, social skills, and group and individual therapy, so please contact a member of the wellness team or your child's teacher for more information. Next, family support. Parenting is certainly the hardest job on the planet, and you are not alone in it. None of us is. Please reach out for support however we can help. If your child is in ECE or pre-K, Rubdetti Galetta is our wonderful family services specialist, and in the upper grades, Ms. Anthony, our school social worker, is available for support, as well as our parent-teacher organization at that email. They're looking for volunteers for room parents or grade-level captains. You'll have a chance to express interest in those roles at the upcoming PTO meeting. And if you ever have language access needs, Ms. Ramirez supports our Spanish language access, and then we have 2 Amharic-speaking staff members, Ms. Sims and Ms. Galetta, as well. Number 8, school-family partnership. We believe deeply that you are your child's first teachers and our partners in their learning at school and at home, and we remain in ongoing communication, but also hold 2 parent-teacher conference windows, one in the fall and one in the spring. So look out for those dates, and please take advantage of that opportunity to meet with your child's teacher to discuss their progress and how we can partner to maximize their learning. We offer a number of community building and school family events throughout the year. The calendar will be linked and shared. These include First Friday coffee chats, such as last week's, and various school programs. The PTO that we mentioned meets twice a year for community-wide meetings and then more regularly for smaller group meetings. But please plan to join us on Tuesday, September 24th, for our first meeting of the year. Every parent is automatically a member of the PTO, and we would love for you to join the conversation. Whether or not you're able to attend meetings or however you're able to support the school, there is a volunteer opportunity for each of you, and we appreciate it. And finally, we remain a proud Title I school, which means we receive federal grant funding to support every family and help our school to thrive. More information about that at the upcoming PTO meeting. Number 9, emergency preparedness. We take campus security and your child's physical and psychological well-being incredibly seriously, and that includes keeping exterior doors secured and locked at all times and the playground closed during school hours, screening visitors at the front. We implement and practice a school emergency response plan that includes monthly drills for a variety of emergency situations. And if there ever is an emergency at school, we promise to immediately communicate that, broadcast that via Blackboard and other means to all families as soon as we're able. If you have questions, please reach out to MSL Elliott Brown. Finally, frequently asked questions and who to contact for what. For any academic concerns, we have 2 amazing instructional coaches, Kate Noonan and Sarah Pisano. Our special education lead, which includes questions and OSSE transportation needs, is Kristen Brown. After school related questions, Raquel Harris. Attendance issues or questions, Elliott Brown. Any campus or facilities maintenance questions or concerns can go to our custodial foreman, Mr. Dorsey. Our PTO's email is listed there. They check their inbox regularly, as do AP Harris and I for any other or miscellaneous questions or needs. Here are the schedule and logistics for back to school night on Thursday evening. Street parking that evening will be very limited, so please plan accordingly to walk or ride share if you're able to. If you must drive and do not find street parking, we have a satellite parking lot courtesy of Vermont Avenue Baptist Church, just a block down Vermont Avenue at the corner of 12th and Q. That will be available that evening, so please feel free to use it. Wildcat childcare for Garrison students will be provided both for those in our after-school program until 6:30, as well as for students not in our after-school program. If you're able to get a babysitter that evening and leave your child at home so they can have a restful evening at home, please do so. But if you do need childcare, we will provide it here at school. You'll bring your child between 5 and 5:30 to sign in on the playground with Mr. Wynn, and then they need to be signed back out with Mr. Wynn by 6:30 at the conclusion of back to school night. If your child is in our after school program already in Apollo or Kid Power, there's no separate sign in or sign out needed. You'll simply attend back to school night and then pick them up outside on the playground by 6:30 to head home. The back to school night schedule includes childcare drop off between 5 and 5:30, and session 1 will begin promptly at 5:30 and go until 6 o'clock, followed by session 2 from 6 to 6:30. If you have one Wildcat, you'll go to session 1 in their classroom, and then you'll have flexible time during session 2 to visit the specials team, various partner organizations in the Commons, etc. If you have 2 Wildcats or more, then you'll spend a session in each of their classrooms, and then we'll stick around for a few minutes after 6:30 in the Commons for any final Q&A, as long as you have first picked up your child if they're in childcare. So with that, thank you families again for joining us for this preview session and for being in our school family. We love you, we wish you well, and we can't wait to see you on Thursday, September 12th, for Back to School Night 2024 as we launch what we know will be our best school year yet. Thank you.